Hey, what's up, everybody? DFS Rico coming at you with my picks and insight for this MLB 13 game slate on Draftkings for Friday, August 7th. We got a 13 gamer, I believe it's 13 games. Let me double check. Yes, 13 games, pretty big slate. There's a lot of places to go. The pitching, in my opinion, is not that good. Honestly, we don't really have like a lot of pitching options. They're going to be having to take some chances on some guys, but I'll try to let you guys know who I like in cash and small GPPs, which is what this video will suit more. It's like cash and smaller GPPs. If you want bigger GPP stuff, go over to my Patreon, $10 a month. I provide GPP plays for MLB, NBA, and I do videos over there for League of Legends. Those are the only three sports I cover, and they're all just videos of different plays you can play to avoid the cash and the chalk, different pivots you can go to. That's really all I provide over there. But some good content, especially with the Discord as well, helps out a lot too. Got people in there talking daily. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna go through two pictures that I like and then two stacks that I'm looking at. So let's get to it. Just gonna go scroll through some of these pitchers. You got Trevor Bauer up top at 10.6. Look good in two games. Has only allowed one run, 2 hits in each game, 20 strikeouts. He had 7 in one game and 13 in the other. He did go against Detroit though. A little better offense against Milwaukee. I wouldn't say it's that much crazier better. They're not the Milwaukee that we remember, honestly. They've lost some guys, but they are good. But 10.6, there's another pitcher I prefer in cash. You got Greinke at 10.2, Julio Urias at 9.8, but the guy I want to talk about is 9.3. Savali looked good in both of his starts this season. He already pitched against the White Sox. He gave him 9 strikeouts at 9.3K. I like his price tag a little better than Bauer. Bauer has shown more upside, but he did do it against Detroit, which we know is a high strikeout team. The White Sox are a high strikeout team, and then Savali followed up against Minnesota, which is another good offense, and did pretty well. I don't know how long that'll continue for. Hopefully, it continues for tonight. Looking at Savali, he has a 23.2 strikeout rate going back to last season, 6.2 walk rate. Very good versus lefties, very good versus righties. Struggles a little more versus lefties, as you see right here. But a lot of the best hitters on this team are righties or switch hitters. They've been looking good this season. I do like the White Sox as a team as well. They've been looking solid. But I'm just going to take the pitcher in this matchup. I like Savali a fairly good amount. I like his price tag just because he's a little cheaper than Bauer. I don't mind playing Bauer, but I do like the savings for Savali and good upside as well. With a 25.6 strikeout rate as a team, I mean, you got a bunch of guys in this team that likes to strike out. They just constantly are striking out. So I do like the matchup. Hopefully Savali can have another solid outing for us tonight. So I'm gonna be plugging him in. And the next guy I'm gonna go a little cheaper just to save some money because there's some bats that I would prefer to pay up for. Just gonna scroll by all these guys. I'm going to go with Sensatella at 5.8K. I know he's not the best pitcher. He's looked solid in both of his starts. He played against Oakland, good offense. He played against San Diego, good offense. And he did good. I mean, he looked solid, 11 points in one game. It's more so a savings play, 5.8K, and a matchup play is going against Seattle, which hasn't looked that good all season. So I do like him. He's not much of a strikeout guy. He's just a decent pitcher. I'm hoping he can just go out there and survive, He only has a 13.5 strikeout rate. He's more of a ground ball and a fly ball pitcher. If he can just go out there, stay on the field, and not get into trouble, I would like him. I mean, if he can give me 15 to 20 points in cash or small GPPs, that'll be fine with me. He's more so just a savings play at 5.8K because I do like his savings. And I do like his matchup specifically. You could go somewhere else. I mean, if you want to go somewhere else at pitcher, I don't mind that. But these are the two guys I'm looking at as of right now, and I do like them both a fairly good amount. So we're going to talk about offenses now. Stacks that I'm looking at. I do like the Minnesota stack. I mean, there's two stacks that are really high scoring. If you look down here, you got the Dodgers at 5.68 run implied total. They are the highest on the slate. And then the second highest, I do believe, is the Angels at 5.28. So I don't mind playing either one of those guys, but I think these next two teams I'm going to mention are two good teams as well that you can play in cash. I mean, if you can pay up for the Dodgers, I would probably prefer that in cash, but I'll give you two other solid options. We all know how bad teams can be in baseball as well. You know, they could be in the greatest spot and go out there and give you 0 runs. But I'm going to talk about Minnesota. I like Minnesota against Jacob Eunice. Uh, Good matchup. He's not a good pitcher. Struggles versus lefties, struggles versus righties as far as contact and just everything. He's not much of a strikeout guy. Not that these guys strike out much, anyways. Some of them do, but more than half of them don't strike out that much. They're a 21% strikeout team, which isn't too bad. Good lefties. You got Kepler leading off. You got Polanco, followed up by Cruz and Rosario. Arias at the 6 hole. They just got a good team. I like this team a fairly good amount. They got some good lefties, like I mentioned, that create a lot of contact. And when they are getting contact, like Cruz and Sano as righties, they are probably going to be hitting home runs. Cruz has been looking pretty solid this season. He's hit a couple home runs already. Had a multi-hit home run game, I know, earlier this season. So I do like this matchup for them. Eunice doesn't really scare me. Junis, I like the price tags on these guys as well. Looking over on Draftkings, I mean, you got Kepler. Cruz is the highest, 4.9K. Then you got Sano, Garver, Kepler. I like Kepler at 4.3 leading off. He's been looking pretty solid. 4 home runs on the season. I just like his power. I mean, he can go out there and give you a donut as well, but he can also go out there and get you some home runs. So I do like him in the lefty righty matchup. Rosario at 4.1K is in a bad play. Polanco at 3.9 I do like. And Nelson Cruz. That's kind of what I'm looking at. These three guys, it still gives me 4.3K. I can either go a 3-man stack with these guys or go up to 5-man stack is what I'm usually looking at. But for this sake, for this video, I'm just going to plug those three guys in right now, whichever way you guys decide to go. That's on you guys. But the next team I do want to talk about, like I said, is the Dodgers. And you can plug them in and everything, but it's really on you what you think they can do. Like I said, I think they'll have the highest ownership just in cash and small GPPs because they are in a good matchup. Samardzija does struggle, 18.2 strikeout rate, 6 point. All his numbers are very bad. He's playing in LA, struggles mightily versus lefties. He's way worse versus lefties, and this team has very good lefties: Muncy, Bellinger, Seager, Peterson, Beatty for the savings. He's not that cheap, but 2.6. So I mean, going over to the Dodgers, which I believe they're one of the last games on the slate. Betts is still day to day. I'm not sure if he's playing. We still don't know if he's playing at 6K. But you got Muncy at 5.3. You got Bellinger savings at 4.8. He's still too cheap. I know he's not having the best season to start off, but he's one of those guys that can just go out there and have a really good game any time of day. It seems like. If you decide to play this stack, you got Seager. He's been looking very good this season. Probably, I think he's been looking the best on the entire team this season. So I don't mind him. Turner still hasn't hit a home run. Muncy's been solid. He started off good. He hasn't been looking too good. So I think sometimes this team gets a little overlooked because of the fact that they haven't been looking that good. They're still winning. Their pitching has been good. If they got Pollock playing in there at 3.1, he's been playing very well. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. 0.324 batting average. I mean, I still have 4.250 salary per player. There are some cheap guys on Minnesota. There are some cheap guys on Dodgers you can play. These are the two stacks I'm really looking at early on that I do like. So any of these ways really works out for me. Like I mentioned, the Dodgers will get more ownership, but I do like Minnesota in a good spot as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Just straight to it.